I think that, as I've recommended before, Stu, anyone could go in and file a complaint with a law enforcement authority for murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and demand that people be arrested and prosecuted. And by the way, I did want to draw to the attention of your audience this press release, 2013, where these messenger RNA Frankenshots come from. DARPA awards Moderna Therapeutics a grant for up to $25 million to develop messenger RNA therapeutics. So notice DARPA is the Pentagon. Let me repeat that. DARPA is the Pentagon. The Pentagon bought, paid for, envisioned these mRNA Frankenshots.
There's not a law, as far as we understand from where we sit, in this country, federal level, state level, municipal level, that protects anybody from deploying a weapon of biowarfare. It doesn't give them any kind of liability shield. There's no immunity to liability in a sense. So wouldn't it be true that this narrative about congressional liability for Pfizer is kind of a psyop?
That's correct, Stu. The liability, that deals with civil liability, payment of damages. Here, we are talking about criminal responsibility. And in my book, Resisting Medical Tyranny, I outline the case for why the executives involved in the companies developing these mRNA Frankenshots are guilty of murder and conspiracy to commit murder. Yes. And you saw that report last week from Portugal that upwards of 300,000 Americans now have been murdered as a result of these mRNA Frankenshots. So this is quite serious. We cannot tolerate more Americans getting murdered by the Nazis who run these corporations. And if you look at the jab resolution, clearly what we have here is twofold. A violation of the Nuremberg Code on medical experimentation, exactly what the United States government prosecuted Nazi doctors for at Nuremberg, and some were executed. Now, I'm against the death penalty, so okay. But that gives you the idea of how severe the situation is. And then second, as the jab resolution correctly says, this is a Nuremberg crime against humanity. Certainly the FDA that has approved these Frankenshots, they violated the Nuremberg Code on medical experimentation and have committed a Nuremberg crime against humanity, and arguably are responsible for, or could be indicted for murder and conspiracy to commit murder. Again, that requires mens rea on their part and malice aforethought. My book basically dealt with the chief executive officers and the chief scientific officers for the mRNA Frankenshots. But yes, the FDA officials who approved it have accountability as well.